Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture on Amazon Aurora. So what is Amazon Aurora? Amazon Aurora is a fully managed database service, meaning that AWS handles all the data management tasks which allows users to focus on their applications. Aurora is designed to be compatible with popular open source databases like MySQL and PostgreSQL, combining their speed and reliability with the simplicity and cost effectiveness of open source solutions. With some workloads, Aurora can deliver significant performance improvements over MySQL and PostgreSQL, offering up to 5 times the throughput of MySQL and 3 times that of PostgreSQL. Users can leverage existing MySQL and PostgreSQL code, tools and applications with Aurora, minimizing the need for extensive modifications. Aurora features a high-performance storage subsystem with its database engine optimized to take advantage of the fast distributed storage. The underlying storage in Aurora automatically grows as needed, with maximum capacity of 128 TB, ensuring ample room for database growth. Aurora simplifies complex tasks like database clustering and replication, which are often challenging in database configuration and administration, by automating and standardizing these processes. High-level overview of Amazon Aurora DB cluster. An Amazon Aurora DB cluster is made up of one or more DB instances and a cluster volume that manages the data for those instances. The Aurora cluster volume is a virtual database storage volume that spans across multiple availability zones, with each zone having a copy of the DB cluster data. Two types of DB instances. First one, primary DB instance for read and write. This supports read and write operations and perform all data modifications to the cluster volume. Each Aurora DB cluster has one primary DB instance. Next one is Aurora replica. So for read only, this connects to the same storage volume as the primary DB instance and supports only read operations. Each Aurora DB cluster can have up to 15 Aurora replicas in addition to the primary DB instance. This maintains high availability by locating Aurora replicas in separate availability zones. Aurora automatically fails over to an Aurora replica in case the primary DB instance becomes unavailable. You can specify the failover priority for Aurora replicas. Aurora replicas can also offload read workloads from the primary DB instance. An Aurora configuration with only a single DB instance is still a cluster because the underlying storage volume involves multiple storage nodes which are distributed across multiple availability zones. So even if you have just one primary instance or one instance for read and write purpose, your storage would still be spanned across multiple AZs. So just imagine this, but storage would still be spanned or distributed across whatever number of AZs are available in that region. So it would still be highly available. So let's go over Aurora features, because Aurora is Amazon's own database service. So they have tried to put as many best possible features into the product. So we'll be going over blue-green deployments, Aurora cluster storage configurations, database activity streams in Aurora, exporting cluster data to Amazon S3, exporting snapshot data to Amazon S3, Aurora global databases, identity and access management database authentication in Aurora, Kerberos authentication with Aurora, Aurora machine learning, performance insights with Aurora, zero ETL integrations with Amazon Redshift, Amazon RDS proxy, secrets manager integration, Aurora serverless v2, RDS data API, zero downtime patching, and engine native features. So I'll be going over all the features one by one, except the last one, which are engine native. So basically PostgreSQL and MySQL have their own features which are specific to engine native. So Aurora also offers those features. So first is blue-green deployments. So a blue-green deployment copies a production database environment in a separate synchronized staging environment. By using Amazon RDS blue-green deployments, you can make changes to the database in the staging environment without affecting the production environment. For example, you can upgrade the major or minor DB engine version, change database parameters, or make schema changes in the staging environment. When you are ready, you can promote the staging environment to be the new production database environment. Okay, next feature is Amazon cluster storage configuration. So Amazon Aurora has 2 DB cluster storage configuration. First one, Aurora IO optimized, input output optimized, which is available in all AWS regions for the following Amazon Aurora version. So you have Aurora MySQL version 3.03.1 and higher, and Aurora PostgreSQL version 15.2 and higher, 14.7 and higher, and 13.10 and higher. So next one is Aurora Standard, and this is standard and is available in all AWS regions for all Aurora MySQL and Aurora PostgreSQL versions. Okay, next one is database activity streams in Aurora. So by using database activity streams in Aurora, you can monitor and set alarms for auditing activity in your Aurora database. Database activity streams are not supported for the following features. So there are some features which are like mutually exclusive. These are Aurora Serverless V1, Aurora Serverless V2, and Babelfish for Aurora PostgreSQL. But otherwise, this feature is available for. So this feature can be used in general. Now next feature is exporting cluster data to Amazon S3. So you can export Aurora DB cluster data to an Amazon S3 bucket, and after the data is exported, you can analyze the exported data directly through tools like Amazon Athena or Amazon Redshift Spectrum. Exporting snapshot data to Amazon S3. So we have seen exporting cluster data. Now we are seeing a snapshot data. So you can export Aurora DB cluster snapshot. So before was cluster data, this is cluster snapshot data to S3 bucket. Then you can export manual. You can export manual snapshots and automated system snapshots. After the data is exported, you can analyze the exported data directly through tools like Athena or Amazon Redshift Spectrum. Next feature is Aurora Global Databases. And Aurora Global Database is a single database that spans multiple AWS regions, which enables low latency global reads and disaster recovery from any region-wide outage. This provides built-in fault tolerance for your deployment, because the DB instance relies not on a single AWS region but upon multiple regions and different availability zones. Next feature is IAM database authentication in Aurora. With IAM database authentication in Aurora, you can authenticate to your DB cluster using AWS Identity and Access Management database authentication. With this authentication method, you don't need to use a password when you connect to a DB cluster. Instead, you will use an authentication token. Kerberos authentication with Aurora. By using Kerberos authentication with Aurora, you can support external authentication of database users using Kerberos and Microsoft Active Directory. Using Kerberos and Active Directory provides the benefits of single sign-on and centralized authentication of database users. Kerberos and Active Directory are available with AWS Directory Service for Microsoft Active Directory, a feature of AWS Directory Service. Next feature is Aurora Machine Learning. So by using Amazon Aurora Machine Learning, you can integrate your Amazon DB cluster with Amazon Comprehend or Amazon SageMaker, depending on your business needs. Both Amazon Comprehend and SageMaker each support different machine learning use cases. Amazon Comprehend is a natural language processing and NLP service that is used to extract insights from documents. By using Aurora Machine Learning with Amazon Comprehend, you can determine the sentiments of text in your database tables And SageMaker is a full-featured machine learning service. Data scientists use Amazon SageMaker to build, train, and test machine learning models for a variety of inference tasks such as fraud detection. By using Aurora machine learning with SageMaker, database developers can invoke the SageMaker functionality in SQL code. Next feature is Performance Insights with Aurora. Performance Insights expands on existing Amazon RDS monitoring features to illustrate and help you analyze your database performance. With Performance Insights dashboard, you can visualize the database load on your Amazon RDS DB instance, load and filter the load by weights, SQL statements, host or users. Zero ETL integrations with Amazon Redshift. Amazon Aurora Zero ETL integrations with Redshift is a fully managed solution for making transactional data available in Amazon Redshift after it is written to an Aurora cluster. Amazon RDS Proxy. Amazon RDS Proxy is a fully managed, highly available database proxy that makes applications more scalable by pooling and sharing established database connections. Secrets Manager integration. With AWS Secrets Manager, you can replicate hard-coded credentials in your code, including database passwords. You can replace hard-coded credentials in your code, including database passwords, with an API call to Secrets Manager to retrieve the secrets programmatically. You can specify that Amazon Aurora manages the master user password in Secrets Manager for an Aurora DB cluster. Aurora generates the password, stores it in Secrets Manager, and rotates it regularly. Aurora Serverless V2. So there are V1 also, but I will talk about Serverless V2. Serverless V2 is an on-demand auto-scaling feature designed to be cost-effective approach to running intermittent or unpredictable workloads on Amazon Aurora. It automatically scales capacity up or down as needed by your applications. The scaling is faster and more granular than with Aurora Serverless V1. With Serverless V2, each cluster can contain a writer DB instance and multiple reader DB instances. You can combine Aurora Serverless V2 and traditional provision DB instances within the same cluster. RDS Data API. RDS Data API provides a web services interface to an Amazon Aurora DB cluster. Instead of matching database connections from the client applications, you can run SQL commands against an HTTPS endpoint. Zero downtime patching. Performance upgrades for Amazon Aurora DB clusters involves the possibility of an outage when the database is shut down while it is being upgraded. By default, if you can start the upgrade while the database is busy, you lose all the connections and transactions that the DB cluster is processing. If you wait until the database is idle to perform the upgrade, you might have to wait a long time. The zero downtime patching feature attempts on a best effort basis to preserve client connections through an Aurora upgrade. If zero downtime patching completes successfully, application sessions are preserved and the database engine restarts while the upgrade is in process. The database engine restart can cause a drop in throughput lasting for a few seconds to approximately 1 minute. And that's all. Thanks for watching.